heading up the Forest Service road up to Red Top, so I'm going to go ahead and do a few clips driving up, but we'll see you up at the spot. Hey guys, just wanted to add a little serious note to this video. So Ian Eccles has been missing for over a year now, and he was last seen up in the area up here in First Creek. So whenever you guys are out here wandering around, if you see something, say something. Contact the authorities if you do find something, because these people need some closure. It's really sad, you know. You come out here to enjoy the outdoors and something happens that you don't predict. So today, while I'm out here, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled, and since I'm by myself, I also brought some protection, whether it be from bears, cougars, or somebody trying to do something. Anyways, everybody take precautions when you're out here. Well, I still haven't encountered a single person in the 10 minutes of driving up here. Today might be a quiet day. Nice, and I'll have the mountain all to myself. Okay, you know you're getting close to where you're supposed to be digging when you get to this sign. So we're gonna go this way and keep following the road until you start seeing the right materials. So this goes up to the North Fork Teanaway, and I heard that spot, if you want to find amethyst, there's more quartz of purple up that way, so maybe we'll do that one next summer. But yeah, gonna get back in the truck. Alright, this is where the road starts to get fun, people. Yeah! Watch out for the ruts. I'm gonna try to go around these. And that for about another 2 or 3 miles. I'll see you when we get there. Bushwhacking. Ow! Dang it. Freaking stick. Made it to the spot. Not gonna show much more. First things first, a little bit of bug spray. So these are a couple of the finds that I found up here last year. This one was stuck together, but it was fractured to where I pulled it apart, and there was a nice little void of crystals inside of this with blue agate chalcedony around the outside, and then probably 30 or 40 clusters about this size of quartz. So that's why I'm back, and this is what got me hooked, and this is what got me into rock hounding, was this spot specifically. So for the first part of this video, I'm not going to go ahead and take my pack with me. I'm just going to go ahead and do a little exploring and try to find a couple new agate beds. So not really bringing a whole lot with me on this first trip, so I'm just carrying a couple little hand tools. Got my dinky shovel and my rock pick, geo hammer, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so this will help me find and locate something, hopefully. And as I said, I got my protection. So don't come and mess with me, nobody. No bears, no wildlife. I mean, I wouldn't hurt anything, but if my life is in danger, hell yeah. Okay, let's get looking. Well, somebody's been digging just real close around here. These weren't here last time I was up. Looking around to see if there's any discard to see what they were finding. Well, there's one piece of blue. Kind of clear. See if we can get that to focus. Well, that's just a little bit of agate inside the host. You can crack it open and see if there's actually anything in there. Alright. Yeah, it looks like there's just one little fractured piece, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Moving on. Now this is an example of somebody not backfilling their hole. Try and give you perspective of how deep this hole is by jumping down in it real quick. So this hole is about up to my chest. Somebody really spent a lot of time in here. Yeah, finding little vesicle pieces of basalt here. I can even see a little agate in this one. Huh. Well, if they're finding little agates, I might want to check this out later. Can you see that? A little round blobby agate. We'll see if we can get it out. Where'd I put my hammer? A couple little ones inside of there. Oh, there it is. There's one little agate that was in there. I didn't get all the host material off, but that one will be cool to take home and cut, so pocket that. Thanks whoever dug this hole. Just finding stuff you left, but that wasn't anything crazy. So on my last trip out with Currently Rockhounding, we had a good discussion at the end of the trip about rockhounds destroy nothing. There's so much ground out here, and that one hole really is not that big of a deal. I mean, it wasn't taking up, you know, the root space of a tree where somebody was digging it up. But there's so much ground up here, and I only saw 2 cars on the way up. So for all you haters out there saying that, you know, people are showing off these spots, there's really not that many people coming up. Look at the beautiful view from here. So this was about a 5-minute walk down from the truck where I parked, and some very steep hillside here. So I'm not going to go down any further. I'm going to try to go over to where I saw this creek, and if water's been flowing down it, the theory is we may find something kind of washed up through there. Let's see what we find, and we'll get back when we're over there. Alright, well, I'm going to get heading back up. I don't want to walk through the bushes over there, so I'm going to avoid it. See what's happening over here. Looks like I see somebody's been digging over here, and right there. So, oh yeah, okay. So right here we have kind of a little notch, and I'm thinking up above we were at where the big chest deep hole was, a lot of that stuff is broken and flushed down this little wash of a creek. So let's see what's going on in this part. Ooh. Looks like somebody was finding some kind of geodes, possibly, or jasper. Now I've found jasper up here as well, and it's comes in a few different colors. Oh yeah, this spot's been dug. Okay, so there weren't any surface finds there. Looked like somebody had already kind of picked that spot over, but man, there are about 60 or 70 new holes up here, and this is what I don't like. Quit digging out these fucking trees, people. Pissing me off. It looks like you even cut the root. What a jackass. That's bullshit. So the tools used today are seen here. So everybody always asks me, why do you bring a pickle fork? Well, this thing is solid as all hell. It's got a nice little wedge to it, and if you need to pry something out and break through some rock, this thing will not bust on you. So, pro tip, pickle fork. I was looking online, and I think you can get them from $15 to $30 depending on, you know, quality, but that one was just in my garage. So got this new tool today. Nice sharp chisel, and a little flat chisel too, in case I need to get inside a little wedge there and kind of break stuff up. So that's it. We'll get to digging. Well, I just popped down in that hole next to me and found a fractured little blue agate, blue gray. Here, let's see if we can put it back together. So it was already kind of fractured like that sitting, and I'm like, whoa, that looks like an agate somebody just left behind. Well, I may be able to salvage this and do some cuts on it and see if there's any kind of cool parallax effect. First agate. That was quick. That was 5 minutes. All right. So I was just going through the discard piles and chipping open a few of these pieces of rock, and here's some red jasper. So there's an example for you. Now often you'll see this rusty coating, and that's what kind of gives it that pigment. Also along with that, in the same piece, we've got a nice banded agate. Once I chip through this, it's kind of through all the way to there, filled with agate. So we'll cut that one. That one will look really cool. So I just found another agate, and this one just fell off the side of this little edge that I'm chipping away at down here. And the only reason I noticed it was because of that. Beautiful blue. I think I chipped the side of it off, but look at that. Most of it's still intact, so we can get a good couple slices out of that. I haven't seen one that shape. Must mean that we're getting closer to some voids, some bigger bubbles, and yeah, let's find some more stuff. Found my best so far today, agate nodule. This one is about, I don't know, the size of a nectarine. And we got a good little blue in there. It's a nice parallax effect, and this one's gonna cut very nicely. Excited to see this one when we get back to the shop. Alright, so just got the hole started widening up, and I found a big chunk in there. Inside you can see there's a little agate. So I'm gonna start breaking apart these rocks and pop out the little agates in them as I get them. So I didn't really do an extraction video with this one because it just rolled out of the side of the hill and I saw that blue. So unfortunately, we'll have to try to get another one and get the extraction. So I'm taking a little different approach today. And so as I crack this one open, I'll throw that to the side. Look what I found. Let's see if we can get it out without breaking it. Because this one might be a nice cool little shape. I like these little clam ones. Sweet. Alright, so I just got that one free, and we got a nice full little agate. Not sure what it is, but we'll see once we get it cut open what cool cool stuff it's hiding. So this one goes in the pan. See if we can find another one in here. Oh, there's a little baby one. That one looks like the size of a tick. Hopefully we don't get any of those today. Sprayed myself pretty damn good with some DEET. So, all right, that's a discard. Should break these things open. Oh, there's another little one right there. Let's see if I can break the host rock around it. Oh, there's a couple in there. Holy crap. And even more. But wait, there's more. So these ones aren't too significant, but these do tumble really well, and I found some really cool designs when tumbling these, so those go in the pan. Just pluck these right out. There's no more in that chunk. Okay. Ooh, that one's even got a little tiny void in it. Miniature geode. How cute. Rad. There's another one. So in that one chunk of stone, I think we had, and they're still coming, about 4 or 5 agates. There's still pieces of it left here, so let's go through it. The little ones just keep popping out everywhere. Let me switch to my other hammer. Oh, and what am I doing? Man, I always bring this stuff up here, and there's always, you know, you always think you brought way too much, but you forget something. So today I forgot my bucket. Look at that. And hey, another little agate. I have a feeling today's going to be a pretty good day. Any day rock hounding is a good day, in my opinion. The wife so graciously allowed me to come up here today in exchange for a girls' night, so that's what we do. Works for us. She gets her time, I get my time. Alright, just one more little one in there. I don't know why I keep those tiny ones, but I do. Well, I see one more in there. If you see one, there's probably more. Okay. Alright, whoa, there's about 3 or 4. So when you hit these agates, or the host rocks sometimes, you'll pop out the little agates around you. So you'll see them, they're kind of rust colored. That's how you'll identify them. But there's one more still in here. Oh, hey, there it popped out. A little flat agate. Nonetheless. Okay, so I think that's it for that chunk. Maybe. Yeah. All right, back to digging. All right, so busting open these agates, it just took a good chunk of skin off my finger. Got a few pieces that was trying to break the outer basalt off. On this agate, I may just leave it because when I cut it, that stuff will go through like butter. And I don't want to ruin the agate, so I'm going to leave that one whole. There's another one, and I think this was just a piece of rock. All right, let's get back to digging. This is what it's all about. Popping agates out. And you can see there's a couple little fractured ones, but I got the big one out of there. Yeah, buddy. Into the pan. So, yeah, this hole is producing. This is a good spot, and I just got into the good basalt. Now what I'm doing is, as I get these big chunks, breaking them open and popping agates out. Sometimes you'll see them, they'll be right on the edge, but a lot of these big ones, oh, there's one. Yeah, like I said, they'll be on the edge if you see them, but you don't know what's hiding inside, kind of like when you cut a rock. So I'm gonna set a few here, and then I'll put it in time lapse and crack those. So after just busting through a few of these, I got this nice little agate. Well, it's not too big, but it's worth cutting on the saw and slicing and seeing what's inside. Got a little nice agate. And this one, hopefully I can just lift it right out. Nice. Good little chunker. I love it. All right, hey everybody. So before I go, I was going to go ahead and collect some of this, well, some of these little agates from this discard. I noticed that there's a few very cool colored agates within this, and we'll put it in time lapse of me going through, busting up some of this rock. Alright, so get out of here, mosquito. This is what I got out of breaking open that host rock. So all that stuff, the discard, found a few good chunks of some agate here. Yeah. we'll get these into the bag with the rest of it, and you know, I think I am quite good. I got a whole bag of agate, and some of that I'm gonna have to, you know, clean off. But oh, yep, there's about 20 pounds there, and that big chunk right there with the little bug in it, that one I'm definitely gonna clean off when I get home. It's too cool. Leave no trace. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna put this dirt and rock back into this hole where it came from. I don't think that a lot of people do this, and there's a couple reasons why. They want to come back and dig their spot. They won't want to have to pull all this stuff back out, but well, folks, I'm going to call it a day. My carpal tunnel is acting up and my fingers are locked, so I used my hands quite a bit today. Remember to stretch, drink plenty of water, and ow. Some nice blisters today too. So this was a chunk that came off that big piece off the face. Fractured as I was breaking that apart, and I didn't get that on video, but kind of got a little too happy about finding something like this with a nice cool pocket in there of quartz. So I just got this out of iron out, so kind of discolored a little bit, but that should change back here after soaking in water for a little bit longer. But I just want to show you this cool pocket crystals inside of the blue. Got a couple more. So this one was almost a full closed in geode. Got the other half still soaking, but yeah, some little pieces. These ones sure sparkle sometimes. Yeah, neat stuff. One last one. This one I may keep as a specimen for myself. Neat, neat, rad, rad. I like it. Fun day up there. So I'm giving a couple of care packages out here. This one's going to Ragnar. So this was some of the finds from my trip. I gave him a couple agates that he can tumble. Yeah, buddy. It's hefty. Hopefully it won't cost me over 10 bucks to ship, but if not, oh well, it's worth it. Fade, you got a little bit of everything. I labeled stuff in here, so this is being sent out this week, you guys. Expect this in the mail. It's coming first class. I'll send you guys the shipping tracking notification once I get that. Rocks! So rad.